If we're going to check our anger and we want our anger to glorify someone, then our check is that it always should glorify God. And so we're moving backwards. So we're going to go to verse 19 again. My dear brothers and sisters, understand this, that everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. The first thing that he says is that we should be quick to listen. And let's talk about for a moment what it means to listen. This step should be the largest investment in every relationship you have with your employer, with your wife, with your children. It should be the largest investment in every relationship is to listen. And another way of saying this, we say this at Restore Church all the time, is that listening is our default setting. It's not to speak, it's to listen. And what kind of listening? It's a listening to understand, not a listening to respond. When we listen to respond, your typical answer begins with something like, yeah, but this. It means that while you're listening, you're thinking of how to get them back or undercut them or how to elevate yourself. Why does James tell us to be quick to listen? Because listening first makes one huge assumption. And that assumption is that the person you're listening to has something to say. I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? But the fact that you're going to take time to listen means that the other person, even though they may be on the other side of an opinion, they have something to communicate. And not just something to say, but it means that you give value to what they have to say. And by giving value to what they have to say, you're giving value to the person. You know, something like, love your neighbor as yourself. And when we listen as a default, it slows us down and values the other person.